scrapbookers. So it's been like over a month since I've made a scrapbook page, and so one of the things I've been doing is I have, one of the things I haven't been doing is logging in to any of my classes, and I have a class over at Big Picture Classes called Super Simple Challenges, and so I just watched the video for challenge number 1, and basically it was to make a block in the middle, a layout with a block. So that is what I'm going to do. I have not pre-planned. I just did a hoard. I just did a haul video, a hoard video, I should call them, a hoard video on things that I just got. So I want to just limit my choices to what I just purchased. And I didn't buy thickers because I have a lot of thickers, so that may be the one thing that I add, but hopefully I will otherwise stick with what I have here. And so I'm going to go all the way through like the picture selection process to, okay, so here's some pictures. And I'm just going to use the first ones that I find because sometimes that's what you need to do just to get back into the swing of things. So the idea is to make a square in the middle of the page. And so these are all pictures of my dog, and she is such a hunter, so that might be the name of the page. And so I have more pictures than I need here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I have this many vertical ones and 2 this way. Okay, so, and unfortunately I'm getting a glare, so I can't really see. I hope you can see them. I think you can. So I'm gonna stand up at my desk. I don't know what the glare is. Hold on, I'm gonna change my lighting situation. I'll be right back. I'm back, and I think the overall situation is a little darker for you, but I'm not getting the glare anymore. You know, it's been a while since I scrapbook, and I said to my husband, like, I feel like I have really crappy light in this room. And he's like, no, you don't. You have so much light in here. But I don't have, I don't know, I'm not super excited about the light that I have directly over my desk, so I'll just take this time to complain about that. Sorry. Okay. So, yeah, we have... Alright, let's do this. Let's just take one of these sheets that is white. So I have all of these different pattern papers, and I'm not sure what I want to use yet, but I did get this white paper. It's got like, I think it's some kind of Heidi Swapp like spray on it paper, but I'm just going to use it as a white background to kind of construct my block. So if I used something like this, and now I really don't need all of the photos because I want to focus on the dog, and I've really, there's just a lot going on in these photos that we don't really need. So let's trim these down first. And maybe we'll, you know, get a zillion pictures on this page. Let's see. So I just want to start by trimming. But I do want to give like enough context. So that's going to be 5.5. And I don't really care what the dimensions are because I'm going to just fill in that square. But that, you can see the dog much better now. But I think probably I would like these smaller photos to be uniform. So I have like 1, 2, 3, where she's really small. So let's just cut those the same. So I'm thinking like, let's see, maybe 2 by 2. Whoops, or maybe a little bit less than 2 by 2. This would be a good time for a square punch, but so it's going to be 1.9 by 1.9. Okay. So I'm really trimming out a lot of that photo. And you know, if I spent more time, I could probably do that in my, you know, in Picasa and really trim them up. But I don't know. I think I might leave one of these just for context. Yeah, let's just leave that one. So I'm going to trim this other one to 1.9 by 1.9. But then the rest of them I will, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens, won't we? So funny thing is this is when I took these photos, I think when we got back from our road trip. And so she did like this thing where she was like excited to see me for like 2.5 seconds. And then she went into the backyard to like continue on to this journey, which she was like really intently involved in. So this is kind of the, so far the setup. I can almost use this cutting mat as the place for all those photos. Now, I don't really need to use every single inch of this, so let me see if I just got one more. The thing is the way she's looking in the photos, it's all going this way, so let me, I really think I do want this one here, so I want these two to line up. You know what I'm saying? I think you do. So I want this one of her that's like where she's standing up. So this was 3. Just turn that again to 3. You know, I've been so lame with the picture taking and the picture printing this year. I've just put those other ones to the side that I can't even tell you. I don't even have like any photos this year. It's crazy. So that's going to be almost 9.5. So I need to get these down to almost 9.5. Together. So they should together they should be at almost 9.5. So I can just trim them up. Get a little bit more. So I want it to be about that big. Okay, so now I should be able to construct a square. It's been so long since I made a video too, huh? It is. It's been long. Okay. And then let's just construct this on the white background just to see how that looks. I don't think I'm going to leave it on a white background. You know. Oops. Now I kind of want to move this. That wasn't what I had before, but I could move this like this way. No, I'll keep it this way. So those two. Sometimes making this like perfect square is harder than it looks, which is why if you do like a messy block, it's almost easier. Oh, she's such a pretty dog. You know what? She gained 20 pounds. So she was like 52 pounds when we got her. Now she's 72 pounds. Yeah, we make dogs fat. Isn't that nice? And then that's going to just poke out just a little bit. Or a lot. Maybe a little. Okay, so that's my setup. So I could leave this on white. It doesn't look bad on white. But I don't want to use this piece of white paper just because it's special. But let's just see if there's any other backgrounds that would look nice. So that's pretty tame as far as a background. But the paper is a little bit flimsy, and I think I'd like to have a more stiffer background. Happy snaps. That's cute. I don't think I'm going to use that. It might be cute to put it with, like put it on a white border, like a thin white border, like this. And then put like a busy background like this. Let's see how that would look. Something like that. That could work. That's kind of pretty. This is, like I said, it's a little thin. Here it would look on the black. I don't think I like that as well. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I kind of like that. I think the colors really go well and they don't detract too much. And I think I could do something with that. So let's use this, and then before we totally commit, I know usually I like to just commit, let's pick the embellishments, just to make sure the embellishments are gonna really go well with, I think that's the one I want to use. But the other thing I'm going to need to do is get that white piece of paper. So I will look into my stack for that. Let's see. I think that's the one I want to go with. Although I still think this one would be fun. But I think that one, the one that's more monochromatic, like even though this, like these are big and attention grabbing, and these are smaller and more of the same color. So I think your eye is going to go to the dog more if it's on this background than if it's on this background. Here I think you tend to look at the background a little bit more than you would on this. So that's why I made that decision. Okay, then let's just pick, so this is Heirloom. And the colors kind of match. And there's one that says Happiness. Mr. Fox. I don't think these colors match as well. Now these colors match. Storyteller. Whoops. Some of them are falling right out. Okay, so this one, that's a good possibility. And then this one is called Beautiful. This kind of works too, and it says Happy Time. So I think I'll pick these two embellishments, and that will probably be enough to, I'll pick this Hey You too, just to, I think I will. Let's see. Let's look at the Hey Girl for a second. Hey Girl. That would be kind of cute. Hey Girl, because she's a girl. The dog. And just to give it a different dimension, and then I'm going to pull some of these little letters, and I could pull this too, but now I feel like that's a lot. That's a lot, but it's okay if it's a lot. So, alright, I'm pulling all this stuff because I like to go overboard. I don't think I should pull all that stuff, but I'm going to anyways. Okay. So let me pause for a second while I grab a white sheet of paper. Hi Scrapbookers, I'm back, and I have actually created a bunch of different blocks. So I just did them on white cardstock, and It might not all be completely square, but I just, you know, I like to use a lot of photos on the page, so that's going to accomplish it. This is that first one that I was working on, so let's get started on that one. And with all of these, I really wanted to use a white border just so that I could use the base of the page as something more busy. So something like this. And then even when I did this, I was like, oh, maybe it should be like a double mat. So yeah, that might happen on this one. So let's just get started, and I'll get to playing and you can watch, and I'll be scrapbooking, which is something I haven't really done. And I think that it's fine. So when I am not scrapbooking, I really, I think it's important to take a break every once in a while. Because if you're just doing it all the time, then you don't really, I think it's great to do it and practice and have a daily habit. And I like to do that. But then occasionally I like to take, like I just did, like a whole vacation from it. So when you do that, then you kind of come back with just a different perspective. And I don't know, I like to, it's part of my process to take a break every once in a while. So I've just done that. And so if you, and one of the podcasts I like to listen to is called The Accidental Creative, and he actually has one episode that's all about comparing creativity. So that's not an actual square. I'm not too worried about it. Comparing creativity to farming. And in farming, you know, there's a time to rest. Like, there's a time when the soil does nothing. So I might want to just do the little topper on this. I think I will make this one square. Something like this. So there could be like a pattern paper that goes that way. And yep, so I just got finished with my period of rest. And so I'm heading into December, and I usually do a December daily, and I'm contemplating not doing it. I don't know. I might do it. I like doing it. And one of the tools one thing that makes me more successful with the December daily is when I print at home. That really helps. I don't know. I've kind of been, I'm not sure. I haven't really thought about it too much. So anyways, I got this out. It's just like an IKEA tray, and I thought that I would start to use this for, I was going to start opening up these little packs of embellishments, but I didn't want to, then I was like, oh, am I going to put them back, or what am I going to do? So I thought I would just kind of put them in this tray so I could see what I had. And I'm not going to throw this part away, because when I do put them away, I like to put the embellishments back into cases like this, and this is easy enough just to contain them and keep like items together. So I'm just going to put the empties right in the back of this little bin here, so that when I go to put this tray away, I'll be able to just put the things back in. So now I just want to kind of look, and, well, I might not want to look this very second, but just, you know, start to see what kind of embellishments would look good on these pages. And so I don't really have, I just have one background piece put together, or chosen. But let's go ahead and just choose some embellishments. And, yeah. And so I think you're gonna hate this, but I think I'm gonna do this off camera. Just because yeah, so this one will probably go with the nature one. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just start taking these out and putting them in. So I put one pack in here, and then I'll put a different pack in. Maybe I won't do it off camera. I like to do my videos in real time, but again, I haven't made anything in a month. So here's another little pack, and I haven't seen these yet, so I'm just taking a look, seeing what's there. Okay. And then I've got this Hey Girl. Put this in this one. Now this tray isn't really like the perfect size, but it's fine. I could probably consolidate two of these into one, but I'll do that in a second. That's interesting. They put the little tiny ones in a smaller pack. So just kind of taking a gander at what I've got here. Let's pull out some more. Alright, so that was Hey Girl. This is Hey Boy. So I've got two Kaiser Crafts and then two Basic Grays. And they don't all coordinate with each other, but that's okay. It just gives me a little, some options there. Interesting. I don't know if that's going to work with any of these pages, but okay. Yeah, I guess what I'll do, because I have in the pack, I have, I don't know if I really want to take them all out, but these go with that, and then this is the Hey Girl, so I'll just keep those, and then this is just Hey You. I'll put that over there. Let's see what else I can kind of coordinate up. Okay, here's another one that's Hey You. I'm going to put that over here. And what I was envisioning, or what I was thinking of before I got started, was that, you know, for each page I would just pick one ephemera set and then just go with that for the page. It's a good theory. I'm not sure if it's going to work out, but we'll see. This one is also Hey You. Let's just put that underneath there. And yeah, I still have more embellishments that I bought, but I'm not going to dig into those right this second. And I've got these two. And I think I'm not going to open these either. Let's just stick with these. I've got 5 embellishment sets. That ought to cover these 4 pages, even though they may not, I'm not sure they really work or not, but let's make them work. I've also got these little letter stickers, so I'm just going to plop those in. So I have my embellishments. Let's pick the background papers, and then kind of when I do that, I want to make sure that the background paper is kind of going to work with which embellishment set. So for the Jessie page, this one here, the dog, and now that I'm looking at it, I kind of like this together. I guess I just really like this piece of paper. Isn't that funny? It's kind of nice too. Okay. Let's pick background papers. So I'm keeping these colors in mind when I'm picking the background papers. So I am going to go with, let's make sure we're still filming. Yeah. These two for the dog page. I think I want it to go something like that. Yep. And then I'll cut them in a minute. I might cut them off camera and adhere them off camera just to save a little camera time. And then let's pick the next one. So this next one is a camping, and the photos tend towards the kind of dark. So I want maybe a lighter background for this one. So the green and the red contrast. I don't think that I'm going to use that, but I think it could work. It also really pulls your eyes into his Crocs. I don't think I want to use green. I don't think that will look very good. So yeah, I'm just looking for the background. Okay, so that's just a wood grain. I think that could work. That would be pretty easy. And let's go with it. Okay, decision made. So now we're on to the plain spaghetti, which is a favorite of mine, and now my daughter's. And so this is a different wood grain. I kind of like this. It's okay, so I don't know why I like this, but I just do like this floral. I don't know. I don't know why, but I do. I think it works. That works too, I think. Oh, check this out. This goes with some of those embellishments, I think. Yes. Oh, okay. So maybe I ought to use, yeah, that looks good actually. So that's the Kaisercraft paper. So I'm going to put this one back. That's actually Kaisercraft too. But then this goes with these embellishments. I think that's going to look great. And I kind of think it's more gray than brown. Like, yeah, that's better. Okay, so I'm not sure I'm going to need any of this, but I'm going to kind of keep this to the top in case I want a little piece of pattern paper, which I might. Yep, it's possible. Okay, this one. So this would be a totally different vibe. Okay, I like this favorite things, or keep calm and say cheese. That works too. I like this Kaisercraft. But I thought it also worked with this kind of a color scheme too. I don't know. Yeah, let's go with this actually. And since I'm not totally sure which one I want to use, I'm just going to put all of them together, just like I did with the last one. And now I need some background for these photos that are taken on a boat down in the Keys. That's kind of nice. Although, no, I don't like it. This is Webster's pages. That's kind of happy. That could work. I mean, it doesn't really seem like it would, but it could. It has a nice thickness to it. You know I like that. That's a good possibility. It's a definite maybe. Oh yeah. So this is another Webster's pages. These have really nice, the texture's nice. I mean, it's not textured, but it has a nice feel to it. And it's got a nice weight to that paper too. Now that's kind of interesting because we're on the water and I would usually use chevrons. Plus my son is sort of annoying my husband, but I actually think I like this one better. Just because it brightens everything up. So that's going to be probably my choice. Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna pause and I'm going to just put the background onto those pages, and when I come back we will put titles and embellishments and maybe a little journaling. But these pages I'm not concerned about doing a lot of journaling. I'm just going to do a little. So I'm going to border all these up and I will be back. Hey scrapbookers, I'm back. And I have the layout, all the backgrounds put together. And then like just as I'm doing it, I'm thinking, oh, there's so many scraps. I should make pages with the scraps. I don't know if I should do that. I have so much paper. I probably never need to use scraps, but I do anyway. So there's the one, and I didn't end up using this, which I thought I loved so much. I did cut a little piece of it out, you know, because I'm scrappy like that, use on a different page, but so then I thought, well, if I'm doing this, I need to make another page. But I liked this side of it, and I just edged it with a little bit of this floral paper and just a tiny little edge. But there were the pink and blue colors, so that kind of actually brings in those colors a little bit more than just the green and the yellow. So I like that. And then the next one is this one, and that's pretty straightforward. And so is that. And then I was just keeping all of the coordinating papers together and the scraps together. And the same with this spaghetti layout. And then I actually pulled these because the colors were similar. I'm not going to use these on this page, but I kind of want to make another page with that same collection. And so that was the spaghetti page. And I guess I just like this because it seems like spaghetti sauce, and she likes it with no spaghetti sauce. So these are the 4 pages that we're going to work with. And so what we're going to do next is fill in these little gaps with some kind of pattern paper. And then we will do, well, in the challenge she didn't even do a title, but I'm not sure I want to do it like that. So let's just get started. And so what color should I put in here? And I'm thinking yellow might be a good color. I was also, this wasn't in the kit, the stuff that I just got, but I had these papers or stickers from, I don't know, probably another sale over at Whimsidoodle. It looks like I got them there. And I was thinking maybe I could just, are they stickers? I don't know if they're stickers or if they're just like label stickers. So they are stickers. But maybe I could just put them here. I don't know. Or maybe that can go over a piece of pattern paper. The other thought that I had with filling in these little gaps is that I don't really need a whole piece of pattern paper, like a whole 12 by 12. I could just use like a 6 by 6 pad, or I could even use, like for this one especially, like a Project Life card. Let me just pull one randomly. But see, that would totally fit the bill. Maybe I should just do that. I don't know. Let's see what we got. So this is one of the 6x6 pads that I bought. This was $2.50. Woohoo! And so I probably am going to put something over it. So I want it to be a little bit nondescript. These are all a little bit too much pattern for me. Let me just grab some Project Life cards and see if anything strikes me. No, these are like from the, looks like the Clementine collection. I don't really keep my my Project Life cards in any kind of order. I mean, maybe if I did, I'd be able to find things more easily, but I don't know. Oh, look at the Enjoy. That might go nicely with the spaghetti page. Maybe we can work that in somehow. Maybe. Oh, and in Memories of You and Me, that's probably from that same collection. So I think there is a benefit to keeping like things together, but I don't know. I kind of like that. All right. Whoops. Ooh, those colors match. Those colors match this. I wonder if I have another one like that. See a journaling card that's already journaled. So this is so morbid, right? But we've been breaking down a bunch of different houses this year. You know, we just have. And I keep thinking, like, if I drop dead, they're going to just think, like, oh my God, she has so much stuff. Because, like, my in-laws are totally, you know, they're so good about, you know, downsizing and getting rid of things so somebody in the future won't have to worry about it. And I'm just like, oh, my house looks relatively neat, but if they open up the closets, they're going to be in trouble. Yeah. So there's that's possible. I don't like it. Blah. Let's keep looking. No, it's a little overwhelming. So this was supposed to be a simple challenge, you know, so that you don't spend too much time on it, but oh well. So I'm not finding anything in my Project Life cards that I'm really excited about. Let me just look at maybe one or two more options in here. I don't think the colors are quite right on that. So this is always the part of the video that I'm like, oh, this seems kind of boring. And I'm like, I can't decide what to do next. Yeah. Okay, these are, yeah. This is cute. Do what makes you happy. That's what makes Jessie happy. I do think I could fit that in there. I'm not sure it's the perfect little sentiment. And it would not allow me for a lot of journaling or embellishing, I don't think. So instead of trying to cut this to be perfect, one thing I can do is just tuck it under. But actually, I didn't do a really super job of... I think I actually like that, because that makes her happy. My dog is like, she's a hunter. She really enjoys catching animals like possums and squirrels. She thinks that's like about the most fun you can have. So she's treed a squirrel, which is what my husband would say. So I think I am gonna use that. Do what makes you happy. And just want to square that off just a little bit. So yay, I found something. So what I want to do first is just finish these off, and then I'll go back and do the titles and embellishments. And so I just want to finish out the square with some kind of pattern paper. So there's the dog, and do what makes you happy. And yeah, I'm already thinking, I don't really think this is great composition, but I do think maybe these colors match, even though they're from different like this is Basic Gray and this is American Crafts. But I think that I could probably incorporate some of these labels, and that's going to work. So I'm just going to put that to the side just for now, just move to the next one. So here's the next one, and we just have this tiny little space up here. And I actually cheated a little bit on this one too, because I found this Hey Kid. And these are like banners from Pink Paisley. But I liked how colorful they are. And I think that I could probably use them in some kind of a way. I don't know. Like, I don't think that's going to fit. But there's like, that would be a possibility. I don't think that's going to work. But I like the colors. I like that they kind of tie in to, but none of these are really fitting in the way that I thought they would, and also they're not really saying what I want to say. So scratch that. Put these back in. I do have some other options though. Let's see. So I'm going to go to these Basic Gray little packs again. These are some different packs. And this might work. Yeah. So if I can find something that goes horizontally, that's going to work. Okay, this is interesting. He said, she said, and it does fit. And I'm going to actually cut this in half, because the reason this would work for this page is because my son was like poking my husband and like as we were on this boat ride, and he kept turning around like, who did it? Who did it? And, you know, it was like one of the two of them. So of course it was him being so silly. But I think that will work right there. So I'm just going to cut these off and then tuck them under. And then we'll come back to this. He said, she said. So, yeah, usually when you say that saying, the he goes first before the she. So what I just want to do is make sure that all the margins are pretty uniform so that it's a square, and I think I'm going to have a little problem here because it looks a little crooked. Yeah, not everything is lining up. Not everything is lining up there. It's not as precise as I would like it to be. Oh well. Oh, good. I'm still... Hold on, I'm going to pause for a sec. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I just checked to see if I was still rolling, because sometimes I'm just talking away and then like the video will stop and I'll still be talking away. Now, I've got some little trouble spot there where not everything lines up, and I think what I'll do on this page is use like maybe even a piece of washi, something like this to, I don't think that particular one, but something to cover up those lines that don't match. So probably something colorful. I thought I bought some washi today. You know, I really feel like I missed, like, because I feel like I bought washi, and then I also had, man, I should look at my receipt, because I also had, like one of these. It wasn't this one, but it was similar to this, and I feel like I'm missing stuff. Maybe I'll call them tomorrow and say, did you find my stuff? Because it just seems like I'm missing some things. Okay, I'm noticing that as I'm looking through there, some of these colors look compatible, so I'm just going to pull those. And I also have some black here in that sticker sheet. And so, yeah, you know, I really think I had some washi. Either it fell out in the car or I left it at the store. Darn it. Okay. So that's just going to cover up some of those uneven bits. And also kind of separate the photo block so that these are two pictures and then this is like a sequence. So that's cool. Alright, and I'll keep these with this because I think I'm going to use those. And then we'll move to the next one. So this is like the nature one. And, you know, I so want to use this. I do. So let's use it. Okay, so this, I'm going to cut it right about here. See, sometimes if you're tempted to cut out the middle of a pattern paper so you can use it on another layout, you should challenge yourself to like use it right away on another layout so you're not just saving everything for no reason. I know that seems a little busy, but I don't know why. I guess it looks kind of 70s, like my wallpaper from when I was a kid. You know, because my mother always had to like put wallpaper in every room. Do you remember the wallpaper swatch books? She would bring those home and ask us what we wanted, and it really came down to what she wanted. She was like, you can get this or this. And it would always be like tiny little flowers. We go, I want this. And she'd go, I don't think so. Yeah, she was like, even in her most recent house, she wallpapered a bunch of things. She came over for Thanksgiving once, not Thanksgiving, for Halloween once, and I guess she had been wallpapering and she like dressed up like wallpaper. It was weird. There we go. So I'm envisioning a title going over this. But I just like that it brings some lightness to the page. I don't have anything else for that yet. Okay, then now we're here. And I'm wondering if I really want to like, I don't know what I want to do here, honestly. I kind of like how it looks white, actually. Because I'm thinking, like, if I add another pattern, it's going to be a little overwhelming. But I could envision, like, a Project Life kind of card here, down here, like, bigger than one of these. That, let's figure that out. Okay. Like, I'm thinking, you know those Project Life cards that are like, here we go. They're like, yeah. Like, they're basically the size of a photo. They're 4.5. No, 4x6. Yeah, I can talk. It's awesome. I don't think these are going to relate. But this is the right size. This is what I'm thinking. So I'm not just sticking to the embellishments that I picked out. I know I said I was going to do that, but I changed my mind. That happens. Oh, this is kind of good. I don't know if I guess the colors match enough. Yeah, because I've got this blue here, and these are just like like right now, and then it's like a journaling prompt, and so I'm thinking I want to tuck this under here, and that's going to be a great place for me to do my journaling, and then that light blue will help me pick like a thicker for up here. Now I'm having problems because now this stuff isn't lining up. Hold on. Okay, that's lining up pretty good. Good enough. Let me take that down. I guess these pictures were taken in Martha's Vineyard, and part of Martha's Vineyard, one neighborhood there, which is where I think we went directly after this dinner, is where the gingerbread houses are. And so I guess like all these, you know, so many colors, like Allison was just saying to me today, oh, the houses here are so boring. I wish they were like they were in Martha's Vineyard, because everything, you know, all the houses were so colorful. I'm thinking a light blue up there, like the same light blue. That's maybe a trick to find. Looking through what I just bought, and I don't, oh, but I see a different option. Two different options. Okay. The hearts. I know that doesn't seem like it matches at all. But I think it sort of does. I don't know. It kind of doesn't, does it? Because she loves that. I don't know. It doesn't match. Well, let me just find something that matches a little bit better. So I'm just looking for a strip of light blue, but probably not like uniform in color, because it's gonna kind of, if it doesn't match, if it's just like a little bit off, then it's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I think I found the perfect thing. Maybe. Nope. this is too green and that's more blue. I don't think I'm going to find what I'm looking for. So I'm thinking maybe I should just leave it white up there. But I don't think so. I think probably, yeah, I'm thinking I do want a piece of pattern paper up there, but I think that I've made it kind of challenging for myself because I've already got a lot going on, and that light blue is very specific, so I would need to find something from the same place. Oh my goodness. Doesn't need to be this difficult, huh? So maybe I ought to leave it just blank. I don't know. That doesn't work. What am I thinking? I'm not sure what to do up there, honestly. Let me see about the B-sides of some of those papers that went with this. I think that'll be too heavy at the top. Okay. One of the things that I did was I wanted this blue, but I didn't realize it was the cutouts. And so maybe these are, like, would be good tucked under kind of thing. Like all different. I don't know if that's going to work or not. I don't know. I'm making a hot mess here. I don't like any of this. We could use I kind of like that. Now I don't have enough of it, but I have, whoops, it just went flying across the room. But maybe combined with a piece of Project Life, like a little Project Life for me, then that might work. Let's see how this does. Something like that. I don't mind that. And then if I tuck these under, and then the title can kind of go there, and maybe this goes here. Or like, I don't think that's very straight. Okay, I don't know why this works, but I'm thinking it does enough. It might not. So something like that. And then these are going to tuck under. Okay, I'm going to tape these down and I'll be back.